Hey everyone, the numbers are in for Calypso for October 2020. I'm Craig Duran with the Duran Group over at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. The Calypso market continues to be very, very interesting. I'm going to go through prices first, and then go through a couple things in the market that I think we need to pay attention to going forward. We've had a couple of very interesting closings and contracts that have gone through and not gone through recently. Lending still continues to be a challenge. Some lenders simply aren't going to loan in Calypso. They never will when there's any type of litigation going on. Some lenders, especially in-market lenders that know the condo market very well, are more inclined to lend in Calypso. For the last few years, they've been big fans of the project. And so depending on the litigation, some of those lenders are inclined to go ahead and process some loans. I had a very interesting situation that happened a couple weeks ago. It's probably the first time I've seen something like this in 17 years of selling real estate. We had just closed two transactions in Calypso with the same lender who had looked at the litigation, accepted it, and closed the files. We recommended this lender to another buyer. The buyer had originally been working with a different lender who approved the buyer to buy but would not approve Calypso to lend. We gave the agent and the buyer the name of this new lender who had already done two loans, and that lender turned around, looked at the litigation again, and said they weren't going to fund in Calypso. We never got a clear answer as to why. I suspect it could be either a threshold of the number of loans in a more risky project, could have been it. But at any rate, that ended up actually killing that transaction. We were fortunate enough to get that seller a cash offer pretty quickly. Another 3 days later, we put something back together with him. So the market is still very good. Let me show you some of the pricing first, but know that there's certainly some challenges on getting some things closed. You need to make sure if you're accepting a contract, not only are you accepting a contract, if you are accepting a contract contingent on financing, it better be with the right lender that knows the building and has closed something recently, or who has taken a hard look at what's going on in the project right now. If you don't, the contract is a good chance it doesn't close. So very quickly, as far as pricing, we did have 7 closings in October. So the market still, the last few months, has still been far improved over earlier in the year. We had one of the 2-bedroom, 2-bath with bunks close at $458. Another one closed at $460. An upgraded one closed for $504. Another upgraded one closed for $510. Another upgraded one closed at $515. We had one of the 3-bedroom units in the East Tower, I believe, sell at $610, and another one of the 3-bedroom units sell for $615. Again, over in the East Tower. A couple things I've been watching. This is the entire condo market. Remember, I love this chart with the red line represents the number of units for sale. The black line represents the number of closings. Overall, the condo market remains very, very healthy. Still a lot of demand. Remember, 5 or 6 months of inventory represents a neutral market. We're still well under that in seller market territory. And when I compare that with our chart that we use to compare supply and demand, it's a very similar story. What we've been tracking, again, is supply, the blue line, which are the number of new contracts written any given week. And we're comparing that this month with the red line, which is the number of new listings or the number of new units coming up for sale in any given week. And you can see ever since early May that almost exclusively the blue line has outpaced the red line. We're writing more contracts than new listings coming to the market. We're continuing to outpace that. When you look at just the blue line or the red line, we're comparing these numbers to the same time as the previous year. So we're still writing since, the 4th week in May, we're in the positive, and we're writing anywhere from plus 358% upwards of 150% more new contracts, where in plenty of cases, we're not only is the number of new contracts being written outpacing the number of new listings coming to the market, but new listings coming to the market is well off, in the negative when you compare it to last year. So negative 10, 20, upwards of 60% fewer condos coming up for sale and that many more people buying them. We're still in a very, very healthy condo market. If you have any questions about it, certainly reach out and give me a call. I know plenty of you are signed up on our EAlert system. Whether you're buying or selling, this is probably the most useful tool I've seen in 17 years of selling real estate. You can pick one project to track, or you can pick just 2 bedrooms across the beach, new buildings, old buildings, certain geographic area. Any way you want to come up with a search, we can customize this for you because it's coming straight out of our real estate system, and we can set you up that you're alerted anytime something comes up for sale, goes under contract, changes price, or sells. It's the most accurate way I've seen to keep up with the market, really since I started. People have direct access to our real estate system, so they're looking exactly at the data that's coming out of our system. It's accurate. It's just a really good way to track things. So if you're interested in signing up for that, let me know. You can get as much email as you want, where anytime something happens, you're alerted, or you can just slow it down and receive a batched update once per week, once per month, something like that. So if you're just looking to keep track of what's going on in your particular building or a couple particular buildings, sign up. We'll send it to you once a month. You can kind of check and see what's happened that month. If you're trying to keep track of it more frequently than that, we can set it up once a week, even instantly. So hope you guys found this helpful. Still a very, very good condo market in Panama City Beach. Here we are, early November, and still a lot of activity. So if you have any questions, give me a call. One thing I should mention that may not be surprising, it's counterintuitive for some people, but people are already evaluating and thinking about buying something, getting ready for next year, getting ready for next rental season. We're not even really wound all the way out of this rental season yet, but people are already starting to search, maybe trying to plan a December, January closing on something so that they can get things ready for the beginning of rental revenue season next year. So the way things are going in the market right now, this is very reminiscent to me of 2004 and 5, where we almost didn't have an off season. Things are very, very busy. So if you're thinking about selling in this market, this is still a good market to take advantage of. No need necessarily to wait until February or March unless you have some particular reason to do that. Again, I hope you guys found this helpful. We'll be in touch next month with some more updates. Thanks.